Hello there, this is Maria from the Sibyl Tarot. I am a tarot reader, teacher, and author, and I teach you how to read tarot for real life with the tarot tableau and other methods. This is a week ahead reading for the collective. These happen every Monday in my newsletter for those who are subscribed. And if you want to receive this kind of reading every Monday in your inbox, you can go here to the online and you can get in. If you do it, you will also receive the quick guide to the 9-card tableau, and you will be in for the best tarot and divination stories and tips. With that said, let's get started with this week ahead reading for the collective. Switching camera. Well, the first thing that gets my attention here is the elemental distribution of this spread. We can see here how it is dominated mostly by earth and by fire in equal parts, and how water is cornered here, not particularly positively aspected. It is bringing that stagnation of water, and the air is a bit cornered here. And this spread suggests that we are going to be focusing on practical matters this week over those that are maybe more motivational or that we feel more inclined towards doing. This week, what we need is to do what needs to be done in order to prepare the terrain, let's say, in order to clear the way for those things that we are more motivated towards, so that we can get not just the mental clarity but also the stamina to make that happen. There has been enough postponing, and there has been enough waiting for things to happen, but what happens here is that there are certain things that stand in the way of our goals, and waiting for things to sort themselves is not really going to wait here. While it is true that we can be more motivated to do other things and to maybe work in other projects, whether personal, professional, or of any other kind, it is true that things need to be addressed with a more practical approach, and a change of that approach might be needed. The way in which we have been considering getting things done might seem unsurmountable, or might seem tedious, might seem that it is disproportionate. The effort that it requires is disproportionate to the reward that it is going to offer. But finding an alternative way to get around it with a changed perspective is going to allow us to close those chapters, to cut those loose ends, so that everything can be nicely packaged and completed, and that allows us to move on and to gain clarity as to what the next steps are. So the thing here is that this is a week to focus on that, to focus on doing what needs to be done, and whatever takes the most load out of your life right now, so that you can clear the way. It is not a week in which we are going to be feeling particularly motivated. Maybe we are not going to feel particularly engaged in what we are doing, but we know that by swallowing those frogs, as the working method says, we are going to progressively get in the necessary state of mind to tackle those projects that we are truly interested in, to prioritize those things that truly make us feel connected and invested. And this week is just the prep work for that. It is something that can be done and that can be out of the way by the end of the week, and that can leave us with the necessary clarity of mind, with the necessary situation to be able to prioritize something that is more motivational, that is more engaging, and that is more meaningful soon enough. So consider those alternative approaches. Maybe think about what is a non-negotiable in what needs to be done, and what other things or details might be desirable but not entirely necessary to complete that task to satisfaction. And that way, with not being maybe so demanding with yourselves, you are going to be able to get that out of the way. With that said, we are going to look now into using the Oracle Beline Reimagined for the interactive part of the reading, in which we are going to choose among 3 different options. So for this part, take a deep breath, or whatever it is that you do to ground yourself in these circumstances, and choose left, right, center, or right. Let me make sure that we have enough room here. This is left, this is center, and this is right. I'll give you a moment to make your choice. And beginning with left. If you have chosen left, you have La Paix, you have Volperte, and you have Plaisirs. So this week it is important that you don't choose peace over fighting for what you feel is correct, because that can be a kind of poisoned pleasure for you. It can be a poisoned peace, and what I see is that it is going to take away from your enjoyment if you choose harmony over standing for what you feel is true. Generally, it would not be such a big deal probably to do this, but the thing here is that this choice can directly attempt against, or can directly go against your most core, your most basic principles, and it can turn out to be something that it's you from the inside for time to come. It is, of course, not an ominous and life-changing situation, since we are looking just at a glance for the week, but the advice here is stand for what you believe in, because otherwise the regret is going to be longer than the discomfort of confronting this situation. If you have chosen center, we have Heritage, we have Infortune, and we have L'Etoile de la Femme. So if you have chosen center, you are probably going to face the consequences this week of something that wasn't done properly in the past, and that is coming to the surface right now. This is particularly true in professional environments, or in environments in which you might be might be moving, maybe, paperwork that was done by somebody else in the past. Maybe you are dealing with a situation right now that was prepared in some capacity by someone in the past, and what happens here is that this situation was not dealt with properly, and that issues are going to arise, issues that can be a bit difficult to resolve because they should have been done differently in advance, and now going back to fix it is obviously not possible, and the workaround, while possible, is going to be more time consuming. This is a situation in which having saved maybe time, maybe money, maybe resources in some other capacity in the past is going to affect the present. So this is not just a way to say that while this is feasible and while it is possible to rearrange this situation, it is going to be time consuming. It is also a reminder that we don't always make the best decisions for our future selves. At least I know I don't, and that can be against us in the future. So that's a reminder probably for everyone, right? That we would be much better off if we thought of our future selves whenever we are making decisions or whenever we are putting those decisions in someone else's hands. If you have chosen right, you have La Renommée, Lepenats, and my favorite card, the Vieute. I am botching the titles of the French cards, so yeah, sorry about that. This set of cards, if you have chosen right, suggests that it is a wonderful time for you to spend home, for you to spend close to those that you are the founder of, and to spend doing those things that mean the most to you. This is a reminder for you to seek recognition at home and to seek recognition from those people that you love the most. We can have this tendency towards looking for approval from others, from the outside. We can have that tendency to hope for recognition given to us by strangers, by people that we are not even close to, and we can forget that what truly matters are those that are the closest to us, that this is where our true motivation comes from. This is these are the people, and these are the situations, not necessarily the people, but our own home, our own life, those that we are the closest to. That is where you are going to notice the fruits of your efforts. That is where you are going to notice the changes in your life. And what this is suggesting is that you look for that recognition in your own life, and you look for that recognition among the people that you truly care about this week, and strive to work for those people, strive to to make a difference there, because this is what is truly going to be recognized and what is truly going to be fruitful. So these are the readings of the week ahead. Remember that if you want to receive this every Monday in your inbox, you need to go here to the sibylstarot.online, subscribe to my newsletter, and you will be in. Thank you so very much. Have a beautiful rest of your week and take care. Bye.